Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit educational personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
So we begin.
Viewer discretion is advised.
So we begin this morning with what is massive devastation in Florida after Hurricane Milton. All day yesterday, emergency crews discovered neighborhoods still underwater. Just look at this. We know at least 16 people were killed. First responders continue to make an incredible effort to reach those trapped by the storm. At least 340 people and almost 50 pets have been rescued so far. Hurricane Milton also brought an unprecedented wave of deadly tornadoes, and that included multiple twisters in just 20 minutes in St. Lucie County. There were at least 20 confirmed tornadoes statewide Wednesday. Get this, in a typical year, the state sees roughly 50. We begin with CBS News correspondent Christiana Benavides, who continues to bring us updates today from St. Petersburg, Florida. Christian, what is the situation like where you are now? And I can only imagine how exhausted you and emergency crews are as we speak.
Errol, good morning. There is plenty of cleanup that still needs to take place. We're in front of Tropicana Field. That's the home of the Tampa Bay Race. To give you a sense of just the power of Hurricane Milton, the roof of Tropicana Field is meant to withstand 150 mile-per-hour winds, and yet still it was shredded to pieces. Officials say that they've got so much cleanup left to do, but that there is a silver lining. They believe that many of the folks who live in low-lying areas and out on the barrier islands, they believe that the majority of those folks did evacuate, and that saved likely many, many lives. But still, there are communities that are underwater. As you mentioned, more than 300 rescues that have already taken place. Now, the priority at this point is getting the power back on. You've got about 2.5 million homes and businesses that have no power.
And what's interesting is people there where you are on the west coast of Florida were expecting the winds. They were expecting the floodwaters. But along the east and southeast areas, there were all of these tornadoes and ongoing flooding. What's the latest on the devastation in that?
Shalom, beloved brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike. Welcome. Thank you for being here. It is good to be here. This is your humble servant, Big Levi. And today is Noga, October 11th, 2024. And it's currently 9:45 a.m. Eastern Time, pre-recorded. Shalom, beloved, shalom. Great glory to the mighty one. Yes, indeed. Now, we want to thank all the beloved brothers and sisters that had prayed for us. As you can see, the storm spared us. The Most High God Almighty had mercy upon his children. He left the hood unscathed. He let our people go through this with ease, and it destroyed the others. We are grateful for your prayers. We are grateful for your fasting, for your support. The reason why this is going on, it is because we are now awake. It is because we said enough. We stopped going to the churches, we stopped following their teaching, and we start going back to the Holy One, God Almighty. As the children of light and master of darkness, we are the one who control the weather. We are the one who control the climate. With our consciousness and prayer, we can offset anything. We can do everything that we please. The reason why you see the hood, so to speak, or where the area our people are mostly prominent, was spared, it is because we asked the Holy One to do this, and we had commanded the angels to do that. Whether you want to believe it or not, this is what happened. We have a few of the tab open up here, we will go ahead and analyze through our own discernment. Of course, we're accompanied by the Holy Spirit herself, which will show us the truth. Again, the News 83, they are not interested in showing you the positive news about yourself. There's a specific clip circulating around on the internet of a young black boy being rescued by some police officer in a boat. Because that's what they do. They love playing the hero. I'm the hero. I gotta save you, and they keep playing it. This thing is affecting black folk, and black folk only. And when they send their people over there to investigate, they just send them over there and they tell you something that the fellow that is in the studio is telling you or could have telling you. Oh, there's damage, the roof is open, showing you a few things here, a few things there. They are not showing the people the damage, the true damage going around. A lot of people on TikTok are showing things. A lot of people know what's going on. And a hell of a lot of people don't know the geography of Florida or the typography of it, of the land. And through discernment, we are going to go ahead and show you exactly what happened down there. Let us keep on moving.
That area of the state.
So incredible to see just what the power of this hurricane is and was while it was here in the state of Florida. Southeast Florida did not expect to see the worst of the storm, and yet the most deaths, or the most confirmed deaths so far, are out of St. Lucie County, the Fort Pierce area, where you had.
Okay, now what are they all talking about? Let's go to Florida. You see, this is what those people did. We told you they have no idea what's going on. They said the hurricane was supposed to land in Tampa. Where's Tampa right there? Let's go ahead and type it. There we go, Tampa, Florida. We just want to see the city. There you go. All right. This is Tampa right there, okay? This is Clearwater. It's pretty much the same vicinity. And all those stuff right here, Brendan, you know, where the hood and all that. So they were expecting the storm to land on Tampa and decimated the hood. That's what they were expecting. However, this is west of Florida. This is east of Florida, okay? Now, what this thing does, the hurricane, the moment it landed in Siesta. It landed in Siesta Key, okay, which is a little bit south of Tampa. Now, why did it land in Siesta Key? Because, well, we had made a post, for those of you that may not be aware, yesterday. We had made this post when the hurricane landed. Siesta Key, Florida, as 2024 has a population of approximately 5,596 people. The majority of residents are white, about 95.9%, with smaller percentages of Asian, 1%, Native American, 0.3%, and Hispanic or Latino, 3.1%. The median household income is quite high at $136,598, and the area has a large percentage of owner-occupied homes with the median value of nearly $960,000. That's the value of the home. This is the people that live there, they are making six figure, and they are 100% not us. Of course, because of this we are reading here. Okay, this community is known for being popular among the retirees, with 54.9% of the population age 65 and older, and a small number of children under 18, 6.5. Siesta also has a relatively low poverty rate, around 7%, and significant proportion of foreign-born residents, 11.8%. This is straight up 83. And then it makes landfall there. Hurricane Milton makes landfall as category 3 near Siesta, Florida Key. And what they don't show you, it's the houses of those millionaires, billionaires that live down there are completely destroyed. And what they want to show you here is this dude just standing there and talking about, oh, the hurricane was devastated. There was a lot of damage, still a lot of damage, but they don't show you those people. And the reason, again, why this thing landed, there you go, on the west side of Florida, not only that, it was causing hurricane in Port St. Lucie and down there in Miami and Fort-Lauderdale, which those people said that was not going to happen. It's not going to reach. Of course, it was not going to reach. But it caused a lot of damage in Miami to such a degree they had to shut down the airport. And all the rich area in Fort Lauderdale got hit and destroyed, yet yours truly in the hood was literally untouched. Nothing happened to us. Yet those people home are destroyed. Okay? Okay, St. Lucie County. Let's see if they have St. Lucie County, Florida. Yes. Yes, there's Fort St. Lucie and there's St. Lucie County. Okay? This is St. Lucie County here. This is all the way to the west. Now, if you... Okay, you know what? Let's put a pin here. Okay, where's the pin? Boy, there we go. Let's put it directly. St. Lucie. Uh-oh. Okay, this is St. Lucie County. Let's put tornado. Tornadoes. All right. And now if you go to, let's go to Siesta Key. There you go. And if you go to Siesta Key right there, we'll drop a pin there also. Oops. Siesta Key. Oops. Milton landing pad. Now, if we trace, we measure a line, just a line for Siesta Key, okay, right there, all the way to St. Lucie County. Let's close this, save it, call it ley line, save Hurricane Milton ley line. As you can see, Siesta, where the hurricane landed, and on the opposite side, a bunch of tornadoes happened there. And it literally destroyed all those rich houses. Those rich folks' homes get decimated. For some reason, the tornadoes love trailer parks. They just love trailer parks, okay? And then we will trace one in Miami, all right? Of course, we had put one of those, there we go, right here. We had put this in Tampa, okay? There be flooding. We had put the ley line over there, and in course, right across it, directly, it landed here. It caused more damage there. It landed on the west side, yet it did more. Most of the killing happened there. Most of the dying happened there. That's why these storms are unpredictable. They don't know what's going on. They don't know what's going to happen. All right? So that's what's going on. Let's keep on moving.
A tornado outbreak killed at least 6 people. Officials say that this is why they warn all Floridians who may be below a certain part of Florida to be on alert. People in South Florida, certainly we're expecting to see some of the weather, but I think it's quite telling that some of the worst damage is being seen down there. Now, that is not
some of the worst damage. The worst damage was in South Florida, a place where the people were not prepared at all. South Florida was not prepared. It was not on the map. They were watching Tampa. Everybody was focusing on Tampa because they know if it landed on Tampa, it's going to decimate the hood, and they were not going to help. They were like talking about Clearwater and Tampa and all those places, so they would not help. Yet, but it decimated the South. It decimated Port St. Lucie. This thing literally pinpoint. This never happened before. You are expecting hurricane, and you got a bunch of tornadoes. You got like 16 of them. Targeted cities with pinpoint accuracy and destroyed trailer parks. Of course, we don't even need to go ahead and tell you who live on those trailer parks. And then decimated very rich area and left the hood alone. I am, of course, in Fort-Lauderdale. There's nothing happening, at least in our area, there's nothing happening there. But the tornado landed in Fort-Lauderdale. Okay? But it did not land it in our side, not in the hood. Again, this thing, even before the hurricane landed, the tornadoes were already ravaging certain community.
So it looks like there has been tornadoes ushering in Hurricane Milton in the state of Florida. At first, it was only 3 hurricanes that manifested in Florida, and then later on, 3 more manifested in different parts of Florida, y'all. What is going on?
I told you, Lana, 30 minutes ago that at least 3 tornadoes have touched down. Now, at least 6 reported tornadoes, with many more tornado warnings ongoing across Florida right now.
This one right here happened in Cape Coral, Florida.
Okay, and Cape Coral, okay, Cape Coral, Florida, all right? Tornadoes destroying specific home. Let's go to Cape Coral, Florida. And there's Cape Canaveral where the NASA has their stuff. Okay? All right? Cape Coral, all the way down south here in South Fort Myers. Very specific neighborhood. All right? Let's drop somebody here to just show you the area of Cape Coral so you can see the home and the houses. All right? All right, so this is the kind of neighborhood. Let's see, exit. Let's exit. Let's go closer to the water. Okay, there you go. We are already close to the water. See all those yacht boats line up. Waterfront property. Okay, let me see if we can drop somebody here. It's up right here in the by the river right there. Okay, that's better. Okay, those beautiful homes. All right, this is Cape Coral right here. Beautiful place. Beautiful. On the water part, let's see if we can go down there instead. All right, beautifully built. No construction going on over there. Nice. Nice. Magnificent, isn't it? A lot of new houses being built. Beautiful, man. Nice. Oh, it seems like there's a trailer home here. No, it's not trailers. Beautiful. All right. So when you look at a home like this, places like that, you ask yourself, who lives there? Who's the typical people that live in a home like that? And this tornado was there ravaging this place. Now, of course, they will not show you that. They will show you a looping image of a white police officer saving a little black boy that didn't even need to be saved. He just swam to the place and then be done. All right. So Cape Coral, Florida.
Crazy because the hurricane is on the other coast. Oh, damn, y'all. Wow. Look at this entity in Fort Myers, y'all. Wow. That thing is dense and dark. Is it me or do you see like iridescent colors right here? Look at that. This right here is east of the 75. It went from looking like this to looking like this in mere moments, y'all. Look at this. That thing is getting pummeled. You got cars in there moving around. Y'all see that? Now, I've been living in Florida practically my whole life, and I've been through countless of hurricanes, including tropical storm. And hurricanes do not travel with tornadoes.
They don't. They don't. And they are not telling the people why and what's going on. When you go there excuse me. There is this the Miami airport right there, okay?
Did y'all hear that Miami International Airport just had some type of emergency evacuation, y'all? Check.
Okay. Miami, which is all the way in the south, had to evacuate because of the tornadoes.
Get out. People are just running through trying to evacuate and nobody is saying what is going on, y'all.
Video, just keep walking.
What's going on?
Go, all the way down.
So nobody knows what's going on. They're just in a panic mode.
What's going on?
So I don't know what's going on in Miami International Airport, because please someone let us know what is the situation. But
It
all
was
I know
the tornadoes.
is Florida just had 6 huge tornadoes. As you can see, it seems that the fun has started right before Hurricane Milton hit.
Okay, for those of you who may not be familiar with Miami, where it's located at, comparing to the other places, okay? All right, this is the yacht and the boat. This is where this thing did most of the damage. Okay, so this is Cape Coral. This is where the hurricane was supposed to land. Now let's go to Miami Airport. Miami International Airport, right there. Okay, it's all the way right here on complete opposite. Okay, this is the airport. All right, all the way. Seems like the ley line keep passing right on top of those places where the hurricane is doing all the damages. Okay, the ley line, we traced it before, like a month ago. Okay, this hurricane landed here, yet it did damage here. Pinpoint region, damage here, damage there, damage here, and then it left us alone. You see how it just playing chess? Checkmate here, okay? It checkmate you in Siesta, checkmate in Cape Coral, checkmate in Fort-Lauderdale, checkmate in Miami, checkmate in St. Lucie, checkmate in West Palm, and then it left the hood. Majority of our people are fine, and we will show you. This thing was supposed to cover the entire place and destroy everything, but it pinpoint and destroy specific community. Why? Because the hurricanes are sentient. They are alive. They are not being controlled by the government. You have no idea. Please stop worshiping 83. Stop putting them in a pedestal of being God. They don't have the power to cause this.
Florida, y'all. There was reported 6 tornadoes that had touched down.
They have no weapon to do this. We keep telling our people, well, controlling the weather and stuff like that. Look, what you're calling controlling the weather is nothing but when you're in a car and it's raining. If you yourself in the car by yourself, your body temperature, remember you're in a confined space, your body temperature will rise. The heat coming out of your body will change the climate inside of your car. And it will emit such heat that it will fog the windshield. The windshield will fog. So now your body, you being inside of the car and it's raining, you change the climate inside the car. That's climate change, so to speak, to a certain degree. Now, if you want to do somewhat control the weather or control the temperature, you will turn on your AC in your car. When you turn on the AC, it's become cool, it clear out the fog. You have some form of weather control or climate control in there. That's inside your confined space. Can you imagine you stopping your car and get out of your car, and then with your little devices and your phone, you tap a few buttons and you stop the rain? Or if it's snowing, you tap a few buttons in your phone and then it stops snowing, or it's not getting cold, or you change the temperature outside. You can't do this outside. You can only do this in a very confined space, such as your home. You can raise the temperature inside of your house. You can cool it off. You can make it hot. You can do pretty much anything inside your house. You have some form of climate control, so to speak, or temperature control inside of your house. But you damn sure cannot go out there and try to put the 60 or 40 degrees or 10 degrees weather that you have, -5 degrees, -10 degrees, and then make it hot. You can't do this. You have no control over nature. To some degree, you have control over things that you can touch, but you cannot touch nature. You cannot touch the tornado. You cannot touch the hurricane. Do you know how powerful these things are? And then people are sitting out there, give all those praise and glory and credit to 83, saying, well, they are doing this because they want the land of Florida. What? Land grab. When you came in 1492 here, it wasn't land grab. When you are burning Black Wall Street and all those beautiful town and pushing our people out of the land, it wasn't land grab. It was just like some random thing that happened. And then now suddenly, when the Holy One is come against you and then put this against your loin, then it is land grab. A lot of people talking about Wyoming. We've been talking about the wildfires for 4 years now. We are over here the one that break the news concerning Wyoming. It was one of our live. We were looking to a week ago. We were looking for the wildfires. I told the people the wildfires never stop. And then we talk about Wyoming, and Bill Gates, of course, is over there. He's building a nuclear power plant. Excuse me, a nuclear power plant to harness energy for electricity consumption. Do you know how difficult, how powerful it is to control a hurricane? Do you know how much energy and kilojoule a hurricane is emitting? A tornado can make. Those people, you see what they are doing in the airport? They are running away from this thing. They are not being calm. The government is telling them, run away, go hide in the airport. Okay? They can shoot at this thing. They can yell at, they can put their knees upon it and choke its neck. They cannot arrest it. They can do anything to it. The only thing they can do is flee.
Florida, and there's still more brewing apparently, y'all. Check this out. Look at this one. Wow. This one right here was in Fort Lauderdale. Check this out. Wow.
This is in Fort Lauderdale. This thing did not, let me show the people where Fort Lauderdale is. Okay? Hurricane landed on this side, west side. This is east side. Fort Lauderdale right here. Okay, this is Fort Lauderdale. All right? All right, this is Fort Lauderdale, east side, closer to the ocean. And then when this thing landed in Fort Lauderdale, it just landed a very specific area. All right? Let's drop a pin and show you certain places in Fort Lauderdale that you might want to show you the houses and stuff. Okay? This is the home over there in Fort Lauderdale, certain specific area. I'm not saying it landed there, but those are the type of home. All right? There you go. Beautiful, beautiful. You know who lived there? Sylvester Stallone. The guy that played the Naked Gun, he died a few years ago. Cher, the singer. Let's double check that. Let's double check who's living in Fort Lauderdale. Okay, you can see all those yachts. All right, you see the yacht, beautiful yacht, boats. It's all littered with boats and yachts. Beautiful places. All right, let's see. What do we have here? Who lives in Fort Lauderdale? I know Sylvester Stallone lived there. Well, he at least have a house there. Or share. I shouldn't give it on. Waiting. All right, well, it's... and let's see, Fort Lauderdale. Huh. There's a house in Acapulco too? Okay. Okay, he has a house in Palm Beach. Take a look at purchase. Okay, let me see. All right, this is Sylvester Stallone house in Palm Beach and places like that. I believe he had one in Fort Lauderdale. Share the singer house in Fort Lauderdale. Okay, Cher previously owned a Spanish-style mansion in Miami Beach, which is located in gated community on Lagos Island. Well, it's pretty much Miami and Fort Lauderdale. Let me see. Fort Lauderdale, Sonny and Cher's mansion, the waterfront, yes. Let me see if they will show those home over there. Beautiful. Let me see this. They are in the waterfront. Okay. That's this thing, always offering you cookies. Okay, those are the home in the water. In the waterfront, okay, those mentioned on the waterfront. All right, so, and you got those millionaires, actors, their super yacht over there and stuff, and then you got this thing landed over there. Okay, this is crazy. But the hood, if you go to the hood right here, all right, get out of there. There we go. Okay, if you, this thing is upside down. There you go. If you go to the hood right here, let's go to the hood. Okay, this is Fort Lauderdale. The moment you cross the train track, okay, this is the hood right there. Dixie Court. The moment you start reaching Dixie Court and the high school, the middle school. This is the hood. All right, Dixie Court. You already have a church here. Let's go down. Okay, this is the Greens. They call this is very famous place. A lot of people die there. The Greens. Recently, there was a shooting there a couple of months ago. A girl got killed in drive-by. All right, this is the hood there, untouched. All right, this is untouched. Our people are just fine. Nothing happened to them. The hood is nice, clean. There's a little corner store. Oh, there we go. That's it. That's the hood, man. This is the hood, and then nothing happened here. All right. So, nice park, and then you can see the people there walking. Nothing unusual. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. But they are not showing you that. They are showing you this.
This morning, the tragic aftermath of
Okay,
Milton.
this is all those houses that were already messed up by the previous hurricane, Helene or Elena, and those people are talking about rebuild. You can't come back from this. You can't rebuild from that.
Coming into focus, the powerful hurricane leaving devastation statewide. In hard-hit Siesta Key, homes ripped off their foundations, while in Daytona Beach, whole communities swallowed by flooding. In Sarasota, washed up boats and debris littering the streets.
The storm was significant, but thankfully this was not the worst-case scenario.
Yes, it was not the worst case scenario for us, for our people, but this thing literally destroy you guys. And then you're going to have to rebuild. That is, if you can. Try to rebuild again. And then it's going to keep happening. It's going to keep happening. One of the sisters mentioned this was a psychological warfare. The Holy One, they can't get sleep here. The Holy One used this to psychologically give them PTSD. Have them flee, destroy some of their stuff, and pinpoint targeted community, destroy them, and then when they come back, build again, destroyed. He's been doing this since Hurricane Michael in 2018.
Still, all across Florida, before and after pictures telling the story. This morning, millions without power remain in the dark. At least 9 cities experiencing record rainfall. First responders helping hundreds during the hurricane. More than 500 people rescued from this flood.
There you go. They have to show you picture like this.
More than 500.
Okay, we are heroes. We are saving you people, you know, and just we are saving like black people. You know, it's in them. This problem is with them and stuff like that. So we have to save them. We are heroes. You praise us, and you will see a lot of people online will say, oh well, you know, the government, you know, 83, the elite is controlling the weather. They're also smart. They're also powerful. They are causing this so they can take our people land. So they can take our land again. Like, what do you think those people did in the 80s, 1800, 1492, 1619, 2019? What do you think they want to take our land? It's just so comical. Our people sitting there and then talk about how those people going to take our land and then they're going to drive us off the land. They already did all that. They did all of those things. They already took the land. They drove our folk out of it. Now they are being driven out. Now the land is reclaiming itself. Now we are reclaiming the land. Our power is cleaning the land. The hell you think what happened over there in Asheville, North Carolina, you think about something that they did to themselves? They are destroying their voting base. They are destroying their little militia base. No, they not. No, they not. Okay, they'll show you things like that. So people are like, oh, who was in the hood? Black people literally destroyed.
100 people rescued from this flooded apartment complex in Clearwater.
There you go. Putting this, they will play that on the loop. They will play that on the loop. Okay?
500 people rescued from this flooded apartment.
They played out on the loop. Yet you did not see none of those guys over there in Asheville making photo up like this. You did not see none of them over there in Black Mountain or Chimney Rock or wherever this disaster happened. You didn't see none of that. Yet they will have photo op and things like that doing this nonsense.
Complex in Clearwater. A 14-year-old boy floating under.
They play this thing on the loop every freaking station. This 14-year-old boy was going to die. You know, we don't shoot and kill you guys. Some of us are good. Some of us are the police officer. We're good.
Bree in Hillsborough County, saved. Okay. And the Coast Guard rescuing a man miles
offshore. They keep playing this nonsense like on the loop, on the loop, on the loop, on the loop.
Floating under.
Yet, when you guys, this thing happened in Asheville, nobody's seeing anything on the news. You guys just coming over there and tell us what happened, but you never showed us what happened. It was because of TikTok, people were seeing the devastation. Yet, the moment someone uploaded a video where they had the dead bodies, you took it down. You don't want the people to show the bodies. You don't want the people pulling the people out there. You even have your own go over there, try to help. You threaten them with arrestation. You threaten them with incarceration because why? They are going to steal your glory. This is what you guys want to do. Look at me. Look at me doing my job, saving people. If it was a civilian or any other people that tried to do this, none of you guys will do that. Okay? And where are you, all you 83s that were online and hey, send help to this, send help to that? Why you guys are not sending help down there to those people? Why I'm not seeing an outrage like sending help, come with help, come helping those people? Why? Well, one, all people don't need help. They are fine. They are okay. Two, that thing didn't touch us at all. What you see here is just a photo op. Okay?
Debris in Hillsborough County, saved. And the Coast Guard rescuing a man miles offshore, clinging to a cooler. In Tampa, some neighborhoods still inundated with water.
Are you surprised to see this amount of water in this neighborhood?
Yes, at this level. It floods every year, but never this high.
Okay, it's good. It's good. All right, you're going to try to take a few shot of few black folk here and showing you, hey, man, oh man, black people really they all die down there like Asheville, okay?
Going door to door, finding this woman in her 90s who struggles to see in a flooded home.
Again, they have to show you this picture. We are heroes here. Look at us. Look at us. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Saving this 90-year-old woman that when she was 18, we murdered her father and our own people. We drove them out of the land, and then now we are saving her. Look at us.
Finding this woman in her 90s who struggles to see in a flooded home, all alone.
She was scared and didn't want to leave, and they finally just convinced her to get on the boat and get out of harm's way.
Many residents in Milton's path prepared for the hurricane, but were overwhelmed by a string of
tornadoes. Okay, those are the areas that literally got obliterated, not the hood.
Tornadoes it spawned.
Walked outside and not annihilated. The neighborhood
it's
annihilated.
Done. The neighborhood is annihilated. You won't show the people, you won't show the damage, you won't show them being in distress, but the moment it's like a few of our people, show it over there, show it.
At least 38 tornadoes touched down from above Port St.
Okay, at least 38. It was 16. At least 38. At least they don't know that. Okay, this is the home that literally got shredded.
Lucy, you can see homes and everything in them shredded. There were 6 fatalities alone from a tornado that struck Fort Pierce.
But as Floridians pick up the pieces, despite being traumatized by hurricane after hurricane, many residents say they're committed to rebuilding.
I think we all give each other the strength to continue.
Now, those are the ones that have insurance. They will rebuild because they have insurance. The insurance company gives them $1 million. They took like, $50,000. They build a little thing there so they can run this scam and stuff. Those are the ones that have insurance. So it will happen again, so they will get another $1 million. But most of them do not have insurance. Most of them cannot build. They can't.
Steph, boy, there's so much work to be done. But what are some of the biggest challenges that officials are facing going forward?
Okay, so let's keep on moving, beloved. How long we are into this thing? Oh, wow. All right. Oh boy, let's play this right quick.
A family.
Have you ever felt a deep yearning for spiritual growth but didn't know where to start? What if I told you there's a guide that can lead you through every step? Introducing the 8K Family Handbook. This comprehensive guide is your ultimate companion for spiritual empowerment, offering invaluable insights and practical steps to enhance your spiritual journey. What's inside? Perform spiritual background checks. Learn how to assess spiritual energies and protect yourself from negative influences. Connect with your guardian angel. Discover methods to establish a strong, supportive relationship with your guardian angel for guidance and protection. Develop your magical abilities. Unleash your innate magical potential with step-by-step instructions and exercises tailored for all levels. Whether you're a novice or a seasoned practitioner, the 8K Family Handbook provides the tools and knowledge you need to elevate your spiritual practice. Begin your journey to empowerment and enlightenment today. Available now on Amazon.com.
All right, so you can go ahead and get our book on Amazon. There's a link in the description, and of course a link on, it's raining outside. Oh boy. All right, Fort-Lauderdale is still not out of it. It's raining. You can get the link on our chart. Let's keep on moving, beloved, okay? Then again, this whole thing, all those stuff is happening because of Genesis 15, verse 13. And he said unto Abraham, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs. And shall serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years. Yes, 2019. We were afflicted with the 400 years. We fulfilled this prophecy. That's why right after 2020 hit, the entire world went upside down, and it stays upside down, at least in the eyes of the beholder. Some people think everything's still fine. Some people think everything not only fine, it's getting better. Those are delusional. Those delusional people think the government is planning all this because they want to rule the world. Somehow the world was not being ruled by the government. It was being ruled by the people. The people had choice. No. The government had given you stuff and making you comfortable. That's what you thought you were in charge. You were never in charge. The delusional, they are the one that coming over here and try to convince you that, well, UP is doing this. Who control UP? The government. CERN is doing this. Who controls CERN? The elites. They are giving those people so much credit so they can keep our people in low vibration and keep our people in fear and tell them, well, Jacob's trouble is coming. Yeah, it didn't come in 2020, but you goddamn sure it's going to come in the future. Keep putting our people in fear so they won't vibrate, so they won't cause what you are seeing here. There'll be no Jacob's trouble. 1492. You people bought Jacob's trouble here. You destroy our people. You've been literally destroy the entire nation, north, south, both. You destroy us in Europe, you destroy us in Australia, you destroy us in Africa and Asia, all over the world, and now you did destroy us in the fourth part here in the Americas. That was your last, that was the last straw, and then now we are returning the favor. There is no such thing as your UP and CERN doing this. This is not what that is. Those people do not have this type of power. They do not possess this power. This is not a power any man has except for our people. We are controlling the weather. We are controlling the climate. The climate change every day, son. Every season, the climate change. You walk inside of your home, it's cold. That's climate change. That's like the temperature change. You walk outside, it's hot. It's change. You walk outside, it's cold. You walk inside your house, it's hot. It's change. Temperature change. People change, time change, but nobody control the freaking weather, man. Those people do not have this type of power. We are doing this to you. and to a bunch of the idiots out there that look like us, keep this same spirit. Keep telling our people Jacob's trouble is going to happen. Keep telling people everything that you see has happened in Asheville. You do know people are telling you whatever happened in Asheville is fake. It's not real. They're trying to distract you from the case of Mr. Sean Combs. Well, they're trying to distract us when they're going to kill Sean Combs, man. So, they're faking this thing over there. You got 144,000 of those people disappear, buried. Yet, what you want to talk about is this nonsense. Now we are in Genesis 15, verse 14. And also you said, and also that nation, whom they shall serve, will I judge. And the Holy One is judging the nation through the 10 plagues of the apocalypse of Abraham. Watch your hurricane, the flooding, the mudslide. It's plague number 10. All right? Oh, come on, where is it? Thunder, voices, and there we go. Plague number 10. Thunder, voices, and destroying earthquake. Thunder, voices is the weather. All right? Loud noise, boom, great sorrow, fiery conflagration in the cities. That's what you see. Wyoming is on fire. It's been on fire, but people weren't paying attention to this. They're all talking about Mr. Sean Combs. They're all talking about things that they weren't there. They have no idea what happened. They just hear, they love our, it's just one thing that I fucking despise with our people. They love conspiracies. They will spend their entire life listening to garbage and then emulate that and talk about things you weren't there. You don't know anything. People, oh, well, he was doing stuff to kids. Well, because he looked like us. Oh, well, he was trafficking women. All this nonsense. You weren't there. You have no idea. You don't know the contract those people signed. You don't know you have no idea the agreement, the covenant other people made with them. And then now people are betraying people. Yet our people love those stuff. They are not paying attention to the destruction, to their deliverance, to their redemption. While over here we do. We see the destruction by pestilence. Okay? We see the famine. We see the destruction by earthquakes. We see the increase of hail and snow while beasts will be their grave. What do you think happened to all those dead bodies that are there in North Carolina they can't get to? But the bears can get to them. The other wild animals can get to them. Pestilence and hunger will change the destruction. Are they not having the dead bodies, all the composition or all the substance of meddling with the mud, and then it's literally eating out people's boots and clothes? People are sick over there. Execution by the sword. Are those people are not killing each other? Or they are not shooting each other, rioting and looting each other and killing each other? That's what's going on over there. And then I'm just tired of some of our people still have going online and keep telling people Jacob's trouble. Jacob's trouble gonna happen. Jacob's trouble. Oh, Jacob's trouble gonna happen here. Hey, Jacob's trouble is coming, man. Come with my camp. Come with my people. We gotta get ready for Jacob's trouble. Get out of here. We are bringing Esau's trouble. We are putting the entire world in trouble. We are bringing and ushering 83 trouble. It is in the midst. Stop bringing our people in low vibration. Stop giving the so-called the government 83 or Gentiles that you worship so much credit that belong to the God tier. Those people do not have this type of power. Well, they can control the magnetism of the earth. They can control this reality. They can control shit. You can, because of the garbage that you're making our people repeating, and then we are making those reality true, but they are not controlling anything. We are. Let's keep on moving.
Back to Florida, and the extent of the damage from Hurricane Milton is coming into focus today. We're getting some aerial views and ground views as well. Search and rescue operations are underway, and sadly, the death toll is expected to rise in the days ahead.
Yeah, ABC's Jacqueline Lee, who surveyed the aftermath, joins us now from St. Petersburg with more.
A rescue and the recovery effort after Hurricane Milton tore through much of Florida. Crews in water up to their waists and using boats to find people who need help.
But I'm just glad we're out and to safety. And
There
we
you
can
go.
charge up our phones because I don't have any
There you
power because of my family is probably.
There you go. Bring those black people over there and tell you how bad that thing is upon them. Bring them there, which that has nothing to do with us. Okay, but bring them in there.
Probably wondering where I'm at.
The Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office sharing this video.
Every station play this garbage on the loop. We are the heroes. We are saving you, black people. Black people is on. You guys are in trouble. You're in trouble now. Jacob's trouble. You're in trouble now. Look at you. You know.
Video as 2 deputies helped a teen boy wading through floodwater. The Category 3 hurricane made landfall Wednesday night with life-threatening storm surge, powerful winds, and rain. More than 3 million people without power. In St. Pete, a massive crane collapsing onto a building. Part of the roof of Tropicana Field, home of the Tampa Bay Rays, ripped off. From above, you can see debris littering the field. Christy Austin lives right next door.
Sounded like waves hitting our windows. I got rain up to practically my knees in my apartment. Just sounded like the ocean was hitting the windows and the water was just pouring through.
These images from Bradenton Beach, just north of Siesta Key, showing a home off its foundation. This area also hit hard by Helene. From the air, you can see the damage. Neighborhoods surrounded by flooding. Some homes obliterated. The roof.
Okay, so they are just showing you the shot, but they are not showing you the people. Well, they're not showing you the dead bodies, of course, but they're not showing you the people coming over there and complaining like, why us? Why this thing keep happening to us? Boy, the rain is really hard out there. Why others are spared, but we are not? But they're not telling how long we are in. Woof. All right, then let's keep on moving.
Roof caved in at this grocery store in Palm Beach County. There were also tornadoes before the hurricane even made landfall. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis says Milton spared Florida the worst case scenario.
Well, first of all, they did not spare you people. You people got hit and you got hit hard. Okay? You were expecting the damage to be critical in the midst of our people. But it's not. It wasn't, and it never will be. And we will prove to you. Okay, we got a nice video here. We'll prove to you that the hood is fine. It's dry. There's nothing going on over there in Tampa in the hood. Okay, but you people got hit pretty bad. But you will go a certain area where it's not the hood. Some of our people live there, and then you'll go out of your way to seek one of them that look like us so you can interview them and show them like, hey, look at this, look at that.
Doesn't mean there's not going to be a lot of damage. Doesn't mean there's not going to be a lot we're going to have to contend with. But just in terms of what we were prepped for, I think that we probably have an abundance of resources.
Vice President Harris.
No, you are caught with your pants down. You guys were preparing for the huge storm and stuff, and then you're like, oh, we prepared, but you were not prepared against the tornadoes. You had no idea there would be tornadoes. You had no idea this thing was going to do this damage more in tornado than the flood actually, or when the rain and the water did. The tornado did much more damage than that. And now you guys are puffing off your chest like, well, you know, we got away with it. No, you did not. And you're never going to be.
I have been in constant contact with the state and local officials. We're offering everything they need.
Meteorologists say Milton is the third hurricane to make landfall in Florida this year, tying the record for the most in a single season. Jacqueline Lee, ABC News, St. Petersburg.
Let's keep on moving.
Here in Florida, so many of those deadly tornadoes coming from Hurricane Milton. Florida's East Coast caught off guard while all eyes were on the West Coast.
That's what happened. They were caught off guard. They were not expecting this. They were expecting the west side, just like you guys were predicting. You guys were saying, well, it's going to hit the west side very bad and stuff like that, crying on camera because you thought this thing was going to destroy our people. But it didn't. It touched on the west side. It did more damage on the east side where you were not expecting it. For instance, for the people who are not familiar, okay, let's exit that. Oh boy, there you go. There you go. So you people were expecting this on the west side right there. It did more damage on the east side and the south side. How come a hurricane landed here, did some damage here with specific community, yet it did more damage on the side, because both of those sides are nothing but ish. And they are going through hell with this thing, okay?
Landfall, massive twisters wreaked havoc. Just behind me, a tornado hit this home here in Fort Pierce. You can see it completely destroyed it. The homeowners somehow survived. They were inside. They noticed something strange. They took shelter inside the master bedroom closet, and they somehow lived to tell the story. That homeowner just telling me moments ago, he wants to make sure the country doesn't forget about Fort Pierce, that this area right now is hurting and it needs a lot of help from all the states in this country. Okay. Right now, the entire state is reeling from back-to-back storms. Hurricane Milton carving a path of destruction as it moved from coast to coast. At least 12 people killed and dozens others injured. The storm making landfall shortly after 8:30 as a Category 3 hurricane in Siesta Key, that's just south of Sarasota. The hurricane battering the region with violent winds and quickly inundating the area. There was a powerful storm surge. We were caught in the crosshairs of the hurricane and had to run for cover.
The situation here in Sarasota is starting to turn dire.
This is all up in dramatization and stuff like that. This is all that is, okay? All right, that's right, this one right here.
Windows. Both tornadoes part of a deadly outbreak spawned by Hurricane Milton.
We are very, very saddened to see a tornado inflict such serious damage, including loss of life.
And those guys love doing this, standing in the background like we are heroes, or worship us. We save lives and stuff. And then when there's actual things to save, like in Asheville, you don't see those guys doing that. They all are hiding. You don't see the authority. You never seen any picture like this, talking about how they did their job in Asheville. Everybody's hiding because it's not good over there.
According to initial reports, at least 38 tornadoes touched down. The twisters flipping semi-trucks, tearing down trees, and reducing homes to piles of rubble.
This wind came through here. If Michael had not grabbed that door and closed it, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be here.
In St. Lucie County on Florida's East Coast, a tornado tore through a retirement community, killing at least 6 people, including Debbie Kennedy. Her daughter telling us she was an incredible mother and caregiver.
So, there we go right here.
Tore through a retirement community, killing at least 6 people, including Debbie Kennedy.
Okay, so this is what's going on. All right. Meanwhile, beloved, okay, this is the hood, okay? All right. Let me just see. This is a video from Charlie's BO313. Tampa, Florida hoods escaped the worst of the hurricane. Now, looking at this is the hood, son. Let me enlarge this so that people can see this. This is the hood. Dry. Where's the damage? Okay? This is how people just chill. The same thing, same old. There's a dog here. The homies in the street. That's all. That's all. That thing didn't even reach them. You will see a few damage, right? Give the mighty one great praise, great glory, man. All people are protected, man. Talking about Jacob's trouble, we can show of a living snake right over. Look at the houses. Look at this. Okay? The hood is fine, dry, no real damage here. Everything is good in the hood. Okay? You still see people in the street begging. The same thing with the hood. The tires are still there. The hood is dry. Where are the destruction? Where are the destruction? Okay, the hood, the graffiti, everything is good. The homies working out there, people going to work, job, working around, do what they do. Okay? That is the hood. It wasn't touched. Our people are protected. This is the same old. Look at the trees. It looked like a regular day. Where's the water? Yes, there's a few damage and things like that. The trees are a little bit shriveling up and stuff like that. A little bit stuff right here. You know, this is the debris that people put out there. It's still there. Why this quality is so bad? What happened to the quality? 480. Skip take 720. Okay, this is the hood, man. All right. All right. This is the damage that the hood received. The water dry out, and like the next day, everybody's fine. But the news won't show you this. The news won't show you that. Okay. All right. The hood is untouched. Nothing happened here. Tampa, Florida hoods escaped the worst of the hurricane. You did not escape talking about we didn't take the worst. No, the hood escaped. Nothing happened there. Yes, there will be a few trees like this, you know, fell outside. There's a little damage here and things like that. Little damage there, you know. So the same old thing in the hood. A few power lines down. Okay, got a few things here. But there's no water, no flooded in the hood, man. You don't see our people out there sending FEMA. We need help. Send money, send this, send that, give this, give that. Is that a church? Oh, that's an apartment. It's dry. As you can see, beloved, this video was uploaded, let me see, 12 hours ago. Okay, October 10th. Today is the 11th. All right, the hood is all right. Okay, they will not. Okay, wow, seems like nothing is touched. One time not to be embarrassed of living in the hood. Nothing is touched here. Our people, we are protected. As you can see, beloved, the others, not so much. A retirement home, all those people perish. The tornadoes targeted this retirement community, destroyed those people. Yet the hood is untouched. We keep telling people the hood is the safest place on earth at the moment. They scared our people to leave the hood to go to off-grid because, you know, Jacob Trouble is going to happen. FEMA is going to come in the hood and took our people. FEMA is absent now. What? FEMA is busy. Okay? This is what happened, beloved. I'm not making this up. We have brothers and sisters in Tampa and Orlando and stuff. They call us. They say, we're fine. As you can see, yours brothers truly over there in Fort-Lauderdale. We're okay, man. The hood is all right in Fort-Lauderdale. Nothing happened here. But the others, not so much. But the other people are not okay. This is the true effect of Psalm 91. Be at peace, beloved. There'll be no Jacob's trouble, man. Those people are not bringing Jacob's trouble. We are bringing the trouble onto them. You just saw that, all right? How long we are into this thing? Is it recording? All right, then. Let's keep on moving. Boy, I got the prayer. We got probably another hour to go.
Her daughter telling us she was an incredible mother and caregiver.
This is a 100% rescue mission that
today, Sheriff Keith Pearson telling us they are still searching for survivors.
And unfortunately, our death toll has gone up. We're up to 6 right now, but I'm hoping we're able to rescue some more people.
You ever seen anything like this?
Never. This is the last thing that I could expect. I don't think our community...
That's the thing. They weren't expecting tornadoes. They were expecting the hurricane. They were expecting water and rain. They got air instead.
Never seen anything like this. You know, we've been through hurricanes before. This was nothing like that. It's a complete devastation. I mean, cars, trailers, where there were homes, they weren't. They were lifted up, they were moved, they were crumbled.
Those that survived look like...
So what is it? Now, what do you want to tell us now? You want to tell us we are in trouble? You want to tell us like we are under some form of judgment? The hood is fine. Same old, same old. You go to the hood, you see the homies outside. You know, the base heads working around doing the thing that they've been doing. Nothing happened there. And nothing can happen there unless you people come over there and start shooting our people. But you too busy doing interview. You too busy rescuing your own. You too busy mourning Asheville. You too busy mourning all your sundown towns. You're too busy trying to save yourself from the flood. You're too busy trying to save yourself from the wildfire. You're too busy trying to save yourself from the curses. You're not going to have time to come in the hood and then the FEMA going to come over there, the U.S. Coast Guard or the National Guard going to come over there, take our people, put them in camp and gas them. We're going to serve Yahushua or Caesar Borgia. They're not going to be any rapture. They're not going to be none of the days. You guys going to just sit there and take it. And that's exactly what's going on. And that's exactly what happened.
This, Forrest Melboff can't believe he's alive.
Truck started to roll over and it stopped, and then once again.
He's covered in stitches all over his arms and up
and
his
this
face.
guy is lucky. He's alive. He's one of the lucky ones.
Fingers. Two more cuts here.
He says he never saw the tornado until his truck started flipping.
Leaves started to fly. Something hit the truck.
Pretty powerful to roll over your truck, right?
Yeah.
You'll never forget that, huh?
No.
HCA Florida Lawnwood Hospital took in 15 patients with tornado-related injuries, some with broken bones, others that needed brain surgery.
Most of these are blunt traumas to the head and chest, abdomen, and some of them had other fractures because they got hit directly by some flying objects and debris.
What did the patients tell you? Were they taken completely by surprise?
They were, and it was like they themselves, they didn't know what happened. Most of them, they just felt like a lot of wind hit the place, and all of a sudden,
let me tell you what that means.
Catastrophic.
What that means, beloved, this thing caught them by surprise. They don't know what happened. They were just in their house, and the next thing you know, they wake up in the hospital, broken bones and things like that. But some of them don't even wake up. Okay, of course, we got like 215 over here. You know what to do. All those things caught them by surprise. We keep telling those people, the more you prepare, those preppers, we got food, we got guns, we got ammunition, we got this, we got that, we are prepping, we are prepared. Whatever is going to happen to you, you won't see it coming. It will caught you by surprise, and you will not be prepared for it. The moment you hear those people say, prepare for this, prepare for that. Why? We got to be prepared. Well, you need to prepare for that. None of them, whatever that they are preparing will happen. It's something completely unprepared for, unexpected will happen to them. That is exactly what happened here.
Happened for them.
This was an incredibly traumatic situation.
It is.
Florida's Governor Ron DeSantis has provided search and rescue teams to this community. The sheriff tells me it's unclear how many people they lost because in that retirement community, a lot of people, it's their second home and they may have been away. They're snowbirds or they may have evacuated. So they're still unclear if they're searching for survivors. For more on the rescue and recovery efforts here in St. Lucie County, the communications director for the area, Eric Gill, joins Top Story Live now. Eric, talk to me about what happened here. I mean, I know it took your community by surprise. You were waiting for this hurricane, and then suddenly you have this tornado outbreak.
Yeah, absolutely. We, in the span of about 2 hours, we had 900 calls into our emergency operations center about the tornado activity.
900 calls.
900 calls in a 2 hour span.
900 call. Now, where is FEMA? Where is FEMA? You know, where are you people that was like, well, you know, all those virtue signaling on social media, you're helping people down there. Why you people don't call me here and help? Where is FEMA? Okay? You want to know what happened to FEMA? There you go.
Because of the tornado activity and also the flooding.
Okay. FEMA has reportedly spent half of its disaster budget in 8 days. So another 8 days, their budget will be overrun.
I want to bring in Florida Congresswoman Laurel Lee. She's a member of the House Judiciary, Homeland Security, and Administration Committee. She's also on the Trump Task Force. And Congresswoman, I just want to first get your reaction and give us an update on what is happening in your area in Florida.
What you were just seeing is a really important thing to understand about Milton. This was not a storm that just affected the coastal communities. It has been absolutely devastating to many of our inland communities, including mine, because of the tornado activity.
And these women do not live in the hood. Okay? FEMA is, but we told those people, FEMA are going to be way too busy They're gonna be too busy, man. Well, FEMA are going to do this, FEMA are going to do that. FEMA ain't gonna do ish. Literally. The hood is fine. Nothing happened in the hood. Nothing going on in the hood. As you can see here, the apartment complex, you know, the things, all right? A few stuff in there, you know, the trees bent and things like that. The water receded. There's no water damage here. Our people's cars are not being flooded. The hood is good. It's all good in the hood, dude. There you go. That's all. Let me see if there's any recent other video. Oops. All right, well, that's it. That's it. Okay, that's it. The hood is good. The hood is good. Nothing happened there, man. Tampa hood is good, but this woman in her community,
activity and also the flooding. In my area, we have seen historic flooding, major thoroughfares absolutely underwater. Some of the suburban and rural communities that surround the Tampa Bay area are absolutely uninhabitable. So,
okay, you hear what she said? The suburbs and the rural area surrounding Tampa is effed up. But she said nothing about the NSCD or the certain demographic and things like that. They won't say anything like this because nothing happened there. There's nothing for those people to talk about.
to this point, our local law enforcement and firefighters have been going door by door, doing water rescues, making sure right now that we're just getting every resident to safety. And there will be a very long process of recovery, both those residences and also just right now.
All right, well, let's take a little break.
The 8K family.
Have you ever felt a deep yearning for spiritual growth but didn't know where to start? What if I told you there's a guide that can lead you through every step? Introducing the 8K Family Handbook. This comprehensive guide is your ultimate companion for spiritual empowerment, offering invaluable insights and practical steps to enhance your spiritual journey. What's inside? Perform spiritual background checks. Learn how to assess spiritual energies and protect yourself from negative influences. Connect with your guardian angel. Discover methods to establish a strong, supportive relationship with your guardian angel for guidance and protection. Develop your magical abilities. Unleash your innate magical potential with step-by-step instructions and exercises tailored for all levels. Whether you're a novice or a seasoned practitioner, the 8K Family Handbook provides the tools and knowledge you need to elevate your spiritual practice. Begin your journey to empowerment and enlightenment today. Available now on Amazon.com.
All right, let's take another 2 or 3 minutes out of this, and then we're good.
The immediate need of food and shelter and making sure we're getting everybody to safety. So this has been a very significant weather event really across our state. And we all, I know the entire Florida delegation is very committed to making sure that we do everything we need to do to help our state and help our residents recover.
Well, I want to get your comments on FEMA then, because President Biden and DHS Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas are pleading for more funding. And this was for FEMA. They said this yesterday. Watch.
I think the Congress should be coming back and moving on the emergency needs immediately. And they're going to have to come back after the election as well, because this is going to be a long haul for total rebuilding. It's going to take several $1 billion.
We have the resources to respond to the immediate needs of individuals impacted by Hurricane Helene and Hurricane Milton and the associated, and it's very important to remember, the tornadoes associated with the hurricane. That being said, We will need additional funds, and we implore Congress, when it returns, to in fact fund FEMA as is needed.
So earlier in the week, 8 days into the fiscal year, the federal government had already spent nearly half the disaster relief allocated for the next 12 months. FEMA is going to be forced to restrict spending unless Congress approves additional funding. But House Speaker Mike Johnson said he does not plan to reconvene the House before the election. Congressman, I want to get your reaction to this, in particular, because the question here is, obviously they're saying that there's enough funding to go to cover these two hurricanes, Helene and Milton. Do you think that FEMA right now, today, is doing an effective job in Florida?
So from a logistics and response perspective, yes. So one thing about living in Florida is, unfortunately, we are very accustomed to dealing with severe weather. So our emergency operations personnel are folks who work round the clock, year round, on making sure that we're prepared for disasters, know how to collaborate with FEMA. They know what assets we needed staged here to do an effective response. Governor DeSantis works very closely with FEMA. I know I have heard.
Well, as you can see, beloved, you see it for your own eyes. Those people have a lot to do, a lot to recover from. And just to let you know what happened over there in Asheville, you think it is over? Well, watch this. There you go. Is it this one? Let's see.
TikTok. The storm hadn't even come yet. No. And the tornado came through. And look at that.
It's not this one. Okay. This one. Listen to that.
Okay, so y'all want a fucking intel update. But I give you a little bit, but I've been waiting to post most of it until I have actual boots on the ground again. Talking about my boots on the ground again. And Black Mountain, going to Black Mountain this time, hooking up with Cajun Navy 2016 and OP3. I've been operating with one of the men buck within OP3, and I'm supposed to meet up with some others whenever I get there. Now, here's the thing. Buncombe County is a fucking nightmare. Buncombe County is a fucking nightmare. If y'all really want to know the truth, well, the people of Chimney Rock and everybody that supports Chimney Rock has been in pretty much a Mexican standoff with FEMA for fucking days now. I mean, if not goddamn week or more, ever since they came in. The team that got access to Batcave that was able to get supplies in, FEMA's trying to push them out of there. Cajun Navy 2016 and OP3 had to change their location. So they moved to another location, and they've lost their fuel cell, their fuel supply. So now they're in desperate need of cans of fuel. They are having to run security details up there because of people vandalizing and burglarizing things. They are having to run protection details up there because of the looting and the violence. Yes,
okay.
It is.
Because of the looting, the violence, the burglars, the stealing, the killing. Yet the media is being very quiet about this. No footage can get out of that. If they upload something on TikTok or anywhere, it will instantly be taken down. You will be able to see a few seconds out of it. They will take it out. All right?
It's gotten bad in certain areas. It's not everywhere. It's not widespread, but certain concentrated fucking areas, yes, it is happening. Now, Asheville, this is absolutely fucking horrible. People that were already struggling before this storm hit, people that have been struggling after this storm hit, and people that have lost absolutely fucking everything, they're finding or unaliving themselves. I don't pay attention to the news much, so I don't know if anybody's talking about it, but yes, it is that damn bad. That
it is so bad. For those people over there, they just 988. They are dialing 988, man. They're just taking themselves out because it's too much. I lost everything. There's one dude, he lost 11 members of his family. Let me see if I can get this video. Man lost 11 members of his family to flood. Is that the one? This one, right? Yeah.
More than 100 people continue to mourn their loved ones killed by Helene in North Carolina.
And tonight, Eyewitness News is learning about one family in Buncombe County. They lost 11 people to the storm. Diane Wilson is in Fairview. This is southeast of Asheville, learning more about the family and their tragedy. Diane.
It's unrecognizable now, but this is where I was born and raised.
This is what's left of Craigtown. Now Jesse Craig is trying to pick up the pieces, grappling with the incredible loss of losing 11 of his family members.
My mother and father, my aunt
There you
and uncle.
go. So this is hard, man. This is hard to watch. Okay, you got 11 members of, I believe this is him. You got 11 members of your family. Your mom, your dad, your grandma, your this, your grandpa, your niece, nephew, uncle, aunt, they all die. And then they're going to tell this man, you strong. Oh, we Asheville strong. You all right. You're going to go back to the top. We can rebuild. We will rebuild. Oh, hell no, man. A guy like this, he's not all right. Yea, they might have some form of inheritance or whatever that's going to come to him, but he'll never be all right. You lost 11 members of your family there. It's buried there. That's why they are dialing 988. That's why a lot of them are eating their ammunition. A lot of them are eating their gun because they can't take it. This is a horrible thing, but this is judgment.
My great aunt and uncle, I lost cousins, second cousins, things like that. But 11 people overall from this mudslide.
Massive mudslides. You can see the path of destruction. Several homes just gone.
There was one up here, a brick house, and then my parents' house, a building. There were buildings through here.
All of these homes, his family's proud history, now piles of rubble. As Jesse walked Eyewitness News around his family land, he shared how his grandfather bought this land more than 80 years ago.
The locals call it Craigtown because I'm a Craig, and a lot of my family still live over there. My dad was born and raised there. You know, my whole family's been in this tight-knit community.
The family built 8 decades of memories, but never could imagine suffering a loss like this. Included in the 11 family members of firefighter Tony Garrison, who died while saving a family member from this home. Look at this red truck. One of Jesse's family survived the onslaught inside of it when the mudslides came, carrying his truck to here. Then he had to break the back window to escape.
We'll never make sense of it. You know, it's our community and
gone.
Our town. I don't know that it'll ever be the same.
It won't. Not only it won't, it will come back to life. It won't, you guys want. Look, listen. Stop telling those people they are okay. The future is bright. They are strong. They are not. Stop lying to those people. Just like this guy said over here. They are everybody, they are unaliving. You're dialing 988, okay? Listen to him. They are not all right over there.
Areas, yes, it has happened. Now, Asheville, this is absolutely fucking horrible. People that were already struggling before this storm hit, people that have been struggling after this storm hit, and people that have lost absolutely fucking everything, they're finding or unaliving themselves. I don't pay attention to the news much, so I don't know if anybody's talking about it, but yes, it is that damn bad that the survivors of the fucking storm are in such mental torment and going through so much trauma because they literally have nothing left. There are certain ones of them that have nothing left. No homes, no belongings, no nothing. Completely fucking gone. All they have is their fucking life. And they're taking that from themselves now. Yeah, it's that fucking bad. Okay, so y'all want to...
So, that's what's going on over there. That's what's going on. And people are like talking about Jacob's trouble. Well, when Jacob's trouble will start, when Jacob's trouble about to start, the hillbillies, the race war, race nam, and those people buy all those guns and ammunition for themselves. They bought all those weapons to use on themselves. I can clearly remember around 2013. I'll say 2014. To be safe, I'll say between 2014 and 2015. I was watching a documentary on YouTube. I can never find it. If somebody can find this documentary, please send it to me. I've been looking crazy for it, but I can't. I don't know the name, but I know it took place somewhere in Philadelphia. And they were interviewing a group of drug dealers, so to speak. Of course, they were black. That was around during the opioid crisis, with our beloved sister Lisa Cabrera had literally brought to the forefront because nobody wanted to talk about it. And that's what we do. We talk about things people don't want to talk about, people are hiding. And during this time, there was a documentary that was made concerning drug dealing and things like that. And when it was, they interviewed a group of black men, and I can clearly remember there was this husky black fellow. He was a top drug dealer, and they went to his house. They start to interview him. They say, "Well, how is it? What is it? How is the drug deal going on out there?" He said, "Well, the drug is the same in the hood. You're still seeing the same base head, the same people that you've been seeing since the 80s and 90s. They are somewhat to a degree a functional addict or something like that." He said, "But the thing is, you now start seeing a bunch of rich white kids, a bunch of white people are coming over there. And the thing about it, they always used to come there, but the thing about it, they are the one that asking you for the fentanyl. They are the one that want the hardcore drugs that can kill them." And then he said when he asked them for something like that, and they told him that's the only thing that can numb the pain. He like, okay, what do you mean pain? Are you people are living in the suburb? You got what kind of pain? Did you get into an accident or some type of thing? To him, they were talking about some physical pain, but he said those are the people that wanted. They actually asked you for the fentanyl. They had another fentanyl at that time called car fentanyl. The car fentanyl was 10 times worse than fentanyl. Now they got another variant, zombie drug or whatever. So the guy said, those are the people that came in and then asked for the drug that can kill them. And I believe another part of there was a 3-part, so to speak. There was another part where a fellow mentioned, he said, those white folks spend so much money in the fentanyl. Sometime when they don't have the money, the man, he said the women will offer themselves, which he told the guys, he said, never sleep with a woman for drugs. He said this is a code from the game. He said never sleep with them for drug. If they ask you for drug, give it them for free. And then whenever, so he said never mix those two together. So you still will sleep with them, but not for drugs. Never do that. And then he said the men, when the men come, of course they do offer themselves, and the guy said, I'm not into this. And then those men, you know what they did? They went back home, they go get their guns, and then they are selling their guns. And the guy said most of the guns that are in the hood or drug gun white folks came over there and traded for drugs. So they have so much guns in there. There was another interview in Utah. I still can't find those interviews, but they are there. It's the 988 over there in Utah. And it's so bad in the midst of those Mormons community over there in Utah that they had to make, it was declared a public emergency or state emergency, whatever that was. And there was an interview where a guy invented a safe to lack guns. The safe will not lack unless if it's the finger of the owner and things like that, because a lot of young people were finding guns and they were eating ammunition and dial 988. That's how bad it was upon those people. That was 2014, 2015. Now 10 years later, you think it got better? Now 9 years later, you think it got better? You think those people somehow, some way, they either come back from the dead, or the one that was struggling got better? A lot of those people are taking themselves out because they cannot suffer. This is too heavy for them. And then how dare you? You people are sitting out there and say, well, they're going to come back in power. We're going to have to go to slavery again. We're going to have to go to slavery because the black woman doesn't learn and stuff. And I keep telling people, anytime you see anyone, whether they look like us or don't, beating on women, especially our women, they are nothing but cowboys, man. They are frustrated. Those guys, things happen to them when they were young and they don't want to deal with it. They make no effort to deal with it. And they are taking their frustration on women, our women. The black women gonna get raped, man. The black women gonna get raped because they don't want to. They say they want to cover themselves. They want to do this, all this nonsense. Jacob Shaw will do this. Jacob Shaw will gonna do that. They already done these things, and then you will see that you will not see the so-called the camps and all those guys talking about things like that. They won't say nothing about it. They'll talk about Ish over there in Iran and the elites, glorifying the elites, how they can control the weather, how they are doing this. They'll just glorify. The moment you get on those guys' page, glorifying the elites, because that's their job. They are the vassals that take the bag to keep our people in low vibration. How long we are into this thing? All right, okay, all right, boy. We'll take another 15 minutes, so to speak. And then we should be done. Let's take this thing right here. Okay, that's the tornado. Okay, those people are pulling over because there's a tornado here. Okay, look at this car right there. Crazy.
Tonight, this is Hurricane Milton's path of destruction. In hard-hit Siesta Key, homes ripped apart.
How many is dead here? Okay, it's pretty much the same thing, same garbage, but yeah, whatever.
And pushed off their foundations. Debris everywhere. The damage along Florida's already battered Gulf Coast extensive, though not nearly as catastrophic as originally feared.
The storm was significant.
It's the same thing.
In the aftermath of Hurricane Milton.
This is the first time we've seen it this bad where it's destroyed everything like this.
The deadly storm flooding streets, knocking out power for millions in Florida and spawning a historic tornado outbreak.
But amid the destruction, there is hope.
Thankfully, this was not the worst case scenario.
As clean.
Well, they keep showing you the same garbage and garbage because they have nothing going. They really can't show you exactly what happened. You know, they can show you that the hood, they won't show you anything like that. The hood is all right. The hood is good. It's all good in the hood. Okay. Tampa, Florida hoods escaped the worst of Hurricane Milton. It's not like one hood, man. All of the hoods. Just like the same thing here in Fort-Lauderdale, Pompano, Dania, Miramar, Miami. Let me see, West Palm. All the hoods, every hood down there escaped it. When we're talking about the hood, it's not like we are degrading our people, because people need to understand when we talk about the hood, okay? The inner city, well, there's no such thing as inner city anymore, because they kicked our people out of the city, because the city has become too expensive, and a hell of a lot of people had to move out. So an area that is predominantly black is not affected by this. There virtually nothing happened there. Okay? So yeah. Watch that.
Today, we are getting a clearer picture of the destruction that Milton has left behind in Florida. This is in particular South Florida. The storm surge leaving boats all over the waterfront in Punta Gorda on the southwest part of the state. That's about 24 miles north of Fort Myers. You can see those boats just right there in the middle of neighborhoods. First responders spent much of the morning and afternoon rescuing people from flooded areas all across Florida. This is the scene in Clearwater near Tampa, where several vehicles in a neighborhood were submerged. You can see the boats going up and down those streets as rescuers were headed out.
Okay.
This is my house right here.
Oh my goodness.
There you go. There you go. Let's interview this black guy right there.
Okay, well, you look like you've. What did you experience when the storm hit?
Well, I was cooking, and next thing you know, we heard a woo. So my brother said, "Y'all get down, get down, get down, get down." So as we got down, glass was coming up like it was shooting a AK-47. You know what I'm saying? But we glad to be alive. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Glad to be alive.
Well, you go attend to your home. Now, did you witness these cars get?
That's my mama car right there.
That is your mother's car?
That's my mama car. And as you can look over here.
Are these power lines?
Yeah, you good.
Okay.
As you can look over here, that's my sister's car.
Oh my gosh, okay.
That's my brother's truck. That's my.
Every one of them is damaged.
Yeah, every vehicle is damaged over here. Even my vehicle on the other side is damaged.
So did you see the tornado coming through, or were you taking shelter?
Like I said, I was inside cooking.
Yeah.
And after it hit my cousin's church, blew the roof off my cousin's church.
Yes.
It came, it had to be like 10 feet.
Your cousin church and stuff. Well, you know, some of the, well, you already well know where I don't want to say where this fellow stand, but, you know, he got a cousin, he had a church and things like that. But nonetheless, that's what's going on over there, man. It's bad. It's bad. So.
Okay, so y'all want a fucking intel update. But I give you a little bit, but I've been waiting to post most of it until I have actual boots on the ground again. Talking about my boots on the ground again. And Black Mountain, going to Black Mountain this time, hooking up with Cajun Navy 2016 and OP3. I've been operating with one of the men buck within OP3, and I'm supposed to meet up with some others whenever I get there. Now, here's the thing. Buncombe County is a fucking nightmare. Buncombe County is a fucking nightmare. If y'all really want to know the truth, well, the people of Chimney Rock and everybody that supports Chimney Rock has been in pretty much a Mexican standoff with FEMA for fucking days now. I mean, if not goddamn week or more, ever since they came in. The team that got access to Batcave that was able to get supplies in, FEMA's trying to push them out of there. Cajun Navy 2016 and OP3 had to change their location. So they moved to another location, and they've lost their fuel cell, their fuel supply. So now they're in desperate need of cans of fuel. They are having to run security details up there because of people vandalizing and burglarizing things. They are having to run protection details up there because of the looting and the violence. Yes, it has gotten bad in certain areas. It's not everywhere. It's not widespread, but certain concentrated fucking areas, yes, it has happened. Now, Asheville, this is absolutely fucking horrible. People that were already struggling before this storm hit, people that have been struggling after this storm hit, and people that have lost absolutely fucking everything, they're finding or unaliving themselves. I don't pay attention to the news much, so I don't know if anybody's talking about it, but yes, it is that damn bad that the survivors of the fucking storm are in such mental torment and going through so much trauma because they literally have nothing left. There are certain ones of them that have nothing left. No homes, no belongings, no nothing. Completely fucking gone. All they have is their fucking life. And they're taking that from themselves now. Yeah, it's that fucking bad.
Okay. Now, there are a couple of... Oh, yeah, this is the video of Biden. Let me see that one. Is that the one right here? Talking about the weather. Let me see.
Over the last few weeks, there's been a reckless and irresponsible and relentless promotion of disinformation and outright lies about what's going on. It's undermining confidence in the people in Florida. An incredible rescue and recovery work that has been undertaken. Literally, there are thousands of fellow Americans who are putting their lives at stake and putting on the line to do the dangerous work that needs to be done now. And it's harmful to those who most need the help. Quite frankly, these lies are un-American. And there's simply no place for them. Not now, not ever. Former President Trump has led this onslaught of lies. Assertions have been made that property is being confiscated. It's simply not true. They're saying people impacted by these storms will receive $750 in cash and no more. That is simply not true either. They're saying that money needed for these crises are being diverted to migrants. What the heck are they talking about?
No, they are being diverted to Haitians. That's what you guys want to say. That's what they've been saying. They say, okay, all the money have been given to Haitians, and then food stamp and thousands of dollars every month they're receiving thousands, you know.
Stop it. It's outrageous. It's just not true. Now the claims are getting even more bizarre. Marjorie Taylor Greene, the congresswoman from Georgia, is now saying the federal government is literally controlling the weather. We're controlling the weather. It's beyond ridiculous. It's so stupid. It's gotta stop.
Now, of course, when those people were making false claim about us, you never heard, Joe Biden or any president or any of them come out there and say this. But the whole weather thing, it's hilarious. Okay, this is happened last night. Okay, a lot of people saw this. All right, this is not the northern light. Okay, we keep. This is not the northern light. All right, we got people sending pictures all over. All right, we got brothers and sisters sending pictures. We in the South saw it, South Florida. So you can't be in the South and see the Aurea Borealis or the Northern Lights. This is something different. And this is not what they are saying, oh, well, this is CME. This is something different. We are changing, okay? All right?
So here's Lindsey Graham. He said he prefers to help Israel instead of the hurricane victims in South Carolina. You want to hear it? Here it comes.
I've been going all over South Carolina like most people. I hadn't slept much. But look what's going on in Israel. Our friends in Israel surrounded by people that
they don't care about you people.
Destroy them. A second Holocaust in the making. And Biden says be proportional. What is the proportional response to people who want to kill you and your family?
They really don't care about you people at all. They show you where they stand, and they stand with Ish. You guys did accept Ish was the chosen people, and all your attention should be given unto him. Don't be crying now that this guy is doing exactly what he told you to do. He's staying by his words.
They're running out of ammunition in Israel. We have to help our friends to keep the war over there from coming here.
Got to fight them over there, so we're going to have to fight them over here. We got to stop Palestinians from attacking America. I guess they got really good arms to throw those rocks all the way across the ocean. Todd Peterson says Lindsey Graham essentially tells Americans impacted by Helene to F off and remind everyone that Israel demands more immediate attention.
Yep.
You do not hate these uniparty monsters enough. Jake Shields says Lindsey Graham is the senator for South Carolina. Despite his state being destroyed by a hurricane, he's more focused on Israel.
That's crazy.
Do you think it's just for the money, or does Mossad have videos of him with? I wonder. There you go. There's Lindsey Graham. Do you think he's being blackmailed by Israel? I think so. What kind of a maniac would come on TV when your state's being wiped out and worry about another country that gets billions from?
Hey, so quick question. Why can't conservatives control the weather? Do you not know how? Nobody show you how to do it? Can't figure out how to work the clicker? Or is it like a, no, we could totally do it, we just don't want to type of thing? I'm not gonna vote for a side that can't even make a simple hurricane during hurricane season. Oh no, what are y'all gonna do? Not send a hurricane at me? Hey, so quick question.
All right, their own people clowning them. This is a sinkhole. Hillsborough County.
TikTok.
Okay, so y'all
Okay,
want to fucking
so basically, I think that's
the last
it.
few weeks, there's been a
Okay, and I think we're good here. Do we have one more thing? No. I think we're good. For those of you who have not get the book yet, please get the 8K. You can type Big Levi 8K Family Handbook and it should pop up here. You can get the 8K. Get the book. Okay, so the 8K Family Handbook, how to do a spiritual background check, connect with your guardian angel, and develop your magical abilities. You can get the Kindle version, hardcover, and paperback. Do the best that you can. Do not let anyone tell you what to do. Now, beloved, what you see here, what do you understand here? Of course, if the light is with you, the Holy Spirit is in the midst of you, she is guiding you and guarding you. You should know that you should stay calm and know that the Mighty One is in the midst of us. Our power is here, it is back. Those events, beloved, since 2020, for those of you who may not know, this is not the first time. This is not the first time we talk about this thing or even show those things. We have a whole playlist. If you go right here, we got two whole playlists. One of them called 83 Trouble. Oh boy. 83 Trouble, okay? Got over 138 videos in it. And we got Esau's Trouble, or the most ancient one. Okay. Okay, Esau's Trouble. This one I have over 153 videos in there. All right, you can go ahead and watch all those videos that we have. Okay, see the full playlist right here. It's only going to get worse. This is the latest video that we upload 6 days ago. If you go by short, you go by oldest. Okay, the oldest video we had in there. What? Oh no, that's an 83 video. Okay, it's not Esau's Trouble. Esau's Trouble is another one. You got two categories. So we've been talking about this for years now. And this is our mission here. Our mission is, well, at least my mission is to keep the people at peace, to put them at peace and tell them there'll be no Jacob's trouble and strengthen themselves on the Lord. To study every sort of book, the study begin with themselves. Study to show thyself approved unto the Mighty One, unto God, not unto men. And you do not need to study to prove yourself, to approve yourself unto men and show them how smart you are, or to study under them so you may not be able to study that book or this book, or you're stuck in 66 or 80 books. You need to go to a book that scared you, such as magical, occult, esoteric book. You need to practice things that are forbidden unto you. You need to read our book and see what's going on. Why is it like things are so scary? You need to study the skies. You need to watch the skies. You need to watch the zodiac signs. Watch the sun, the moon, the wind, the animal, nature, the land. You need to have a crystal. We recommend you to have a quantum crystal, in other words, a quartz crystal. For those of you that know, for a few years now, we've been talking about quartz crystal. And we told you exactly what it is. They are quantum computers. And we've been quite vocal and adamant about the whole thing. And then this stuff happened in Asheville. It's not like those people the government are doing this to take whatever's over there. They already stole it, own it ever since 1492. But the Holy One is showing to us that we have a mind of quantum computers. When it turn on the frequency of the KCs, we're all going to go to Nashville and this place. We're going to take them and distribute them to our brothers and sisters. This thing that you are seeing here upon the loin of 83 is going to get worse. At one point, they won't be able to fly. You will see giant Boeing commercial airplane falling off the sky. They will try to blame it and say, oh, that was like Boeing and stuff. The conspiracy theorists will be the first one to come out there and say, oh, well, those Boeing are sacrificing people to Satan, to the elite. And then it's going to happen again. It's going to happen a second time, a third time, and people don't want to fly. And boats or cargo ships won't be able to come here to deliver whatever that they have to deliver. People won't be able to drive. You will see phenomena. You will see you will literally witness what they are calling the Leviathan. It will pop up out of the ocean, mostly somewhere around Haiti, and a lot of people will die. You will see marvelous things. You will see animals that you thought they were mythical animals, but they are real. You will see things happen here. We don't have to lift a finger for those people that say, well, there will be a race war. There will not be a race war. What you're going to have is going to be a massacre. It's going to be a group of people standing one there, and then we're going to wail on those people. And there's nothing they're going to do they can't do. Their guns won't work. Their little weapon won't work. It's just going to be a slaughterhouse. Just like the people in Asheville, they don't know what this thing caught them off guard. Just like the people in Cape Coral, the people in Siesta, the people in West Palm, the people down there in Fort-Lauderdale, things caught them off guard. That's what things want to cut them. They won't even know what happened. They will buy more guns, buy more ammunition, more weapon. They won't be able to use those things unless if they are using it on themselves. Things gonna get 10 times worse for those people ever. For us, it's gonna get better. Fear not of famine and stock up on food and all that. None of this stuff. You buy the food that you need in your home. You buy the normal amount of food that you need to get. Do not live in despair. Say, oh, Big Levi, the future is gloom. Rent is too expensive and stuff. Those people are out of here. That's why they are making everything so expensive. They know that they are out of here. They are done. When your landlord dies, when the guy that owned the dealer, the auto dealer died, the bank died because they are dying. When the police officer died, and what you gonna do? You're going to still paying the dead man rent? You're going to still paying the dead man car? When all those people die, you don't have to do anything. You're just going to enjoy yourself. Driving around, food's gonna be everywhere. The electricity going to be free. It is free. It's abundant. The internet, you will receive something better than the internet. The KC, you will do a lot of stuff, but those people won't have the opportunity to do this because they won't be here. A lot of them are being no more. Okay, there's a video, on YouTube. I can't play it. Where a fellow went to London, and then most of the people that were in the video in London were the so-called Pakistanis or Indian, and then a lot of white people were pissed off in the video talking about, multiculturalism and things like that and stuff. I keep telling you, white men, you are extinct. You are a very rare commodity. You are extinct. You are no longer, you done. You, the Japanese, the Chinese, the Asians, you guys are extinct. You just don't know it yet, but you are. The Arabs, all of you guys, you are extinct. That's it for you. You done. See, your government is not telling you the truth about your semen, your sperm. Well, of course, you don't have sperm, you have semen. All your sperm are dead. It's not like you guys don't have, quote unquote, baking session. That's all you have. All your porn you've been making is all baking, but it's not baking to create. That's why you guys, it's all backward now. It's all backdoor entry, stepfather, stepdaughter, step this, step that. You're doing everything completely the opposite. That's why you can't reproduce, because everything with you is perverted backward. Everything that is beautiful and natural and pleasurable have to be sadistic, have to be masochist, has to be some type of humiliation, some weird thing. And that's what you're extinct, because your behavior is not natural, because you're inorganic. The sun is literally killing you people. Now, a lot of folks are saying, well, Big Levi, well, what's going to happen once the hurricane season is no more? Well, hurricane season is June, I believe, to December or whatever. So we got 2 more months to go. And right after that, in December, we will enter the winter. Okay? Enter the winter, it's going to get cold. Those Arctic vortex going to come. All right? The snow is going to be there. The disease is going to be there. Okay? The wildfire is going to increase in California. All right? And the next summer is going to get worse. The sun is going to get hotter. And the hurricane is going to get worse. Everything going to get worse for you people. Meanwhile, the hood is going to be good. Sorry. The hood's going to be okay. Be at peace, beloved brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike. There'll be no Jacob's trouble. Be at peace. We've been through a lot. We're done. I say great glory, great praise. There is a video attached to that. It's a book. We give the body one great praise. We say shalom. We will see you guys for the fast. Much love.